interrupt our regular programming to bring you this special Cool Oldies 1450 sports presentation.
All right, it's game day. You only got one job to do. That's win. That means you stay focused for 4 quarters. Know your assignments and finish on every play. Don't be looking for shortcuts, and don't even think about making excuses. Because if you want the W, you're going to have to earn it.
Isolate yourself in. You will find there's no rhyme or reason. They'll find you.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sherwood High School, home of the Warriors. And we're going to bring you some exciting playoff football tonight. After this break, we'll be right back.
At Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live at Sherwood High School in Sandy Spring, Maryland, for the second round of the 3A West Regionals. My name's Michael Betteridge. I'll be doing your play-by-play, joined here atop the bleachers at Sherwood High School with play-by-play Ryan Piers. Ryan, this is an exciting night. Oakdale at Sherwood. These are two very evenly matched teams. One of the most difficult outcomes of this new payoff pairings, the opening round that we did earlier, they're really not very competitive games, but this we expect to be very competitive.
Oakdale number 3 in 3A, Sherwood number 2. They're also right next to each other when you talk about every team in Maryland, and they have very comparable types of teams offensively. Yes, they like to run the football. Yes, they like to control the clock, but they have talented quarterbacks who can air it out. Both of these teams regularly score over 45 points, so expect an exciting night tonight.
And as a matter of fact, these two teams met last year at this exact same moment in time in the playoffs, but that game was at Oakdale. Oakdale came away with a big win at home. They went on to win the state championship.
It was a massive win for Oakdale, obviously. It was part of their path to the championship, but tonight, Sherwood and quarterback Matt Larson looking for revenge. Larson, just a sophomore, 3 passing touchdowns last week in the first round. On the other side of that, Alex Rodriguez, over 2,000 combined passing and rushing yards this season.
Well, you can bet that Coach Pat Salento for the Sherwood Warriors had that up on the bulletin board for some, shall we say, motivational material.
Oh, absolutely.
That game from last year from the paper.
And adding to that, trying to knock off the defending champs, Sherwood and the Warriors. A ton to play for tonight. As we are set for action, Oakdale's going to kick it off. Sherwood working from left to right in their home blue uniforms underneath the lights in a full moon at Sherwood High School. It's round number 2 in the 3A playoffs as a kick is away and will be returned by the Warriors. Returner at his 10, straight up the middle to his 15, upended at the 20, and that is where Sherwood takes over behind sophomore quarterback Matt Larson.
Little trouble, lost that one in the lights momentarily, but he was able to bobble it a little bit and then put it away. So that's what caused the timing to be off, just a hair on that.
Sherwood, a remarkably consistent scoring team, between 47 and 49 points in all 4 of their past games. They have comfortably won their last 3 games, including a 49-7 win against Manchester Valley in round 1 last week. As they take the field exactly between the hash marks, they're known for their ground and pound game, but don't underestimate Matt Larson, their quarterback. 3 passing touchdowns last week. He's got 3 receivers left. Quick pass out of the flat. It's caught at the 20. Receiver back inside the hash marks, trying to maneuver to middle of the field, and he's tackled after maybe a gain of 3.
The Sherwood team loves the little slot screen, and that's the way they started it out. It's almost like a running play in a sense.
It's not a team that looks deep often. They like to keep it near the line of scrimmage, but they will pass the football and spread it out. It's very comparable to many college-style offenses. Those quick passes, they try to get it out in the open field. Jordan Bailey with a catch on that last play, and now it is 2nd and 8 from the 22. They have to reach the 30. The turn, the handoff, the back, off the right tackle, and hit initially, and then he kept on his feet and made his way all the way up to the 28, a gain of 6. I believe that was Ryan Johnson, one of 2 talented running backs. Johnson, a 48-yard touchdown run last week. He and Gannett Haggins share the touches in the backfield.
Mason Whitfield had him in the backfield right just inside the line of scrimmage, but he unable to wrap.
Big play early, 3rd and 2, first drive of the game, 10:46 left in the first quarter. Under centers the quarterback Larson, I formation with Johnson at the top, Haggins behind him, receiver in motion from left to right. The turn, the handoff to Johnson, off the right tackle. He picks up the first, spins up to the 35, gain of 7, and moves the chains on the first drive and the first down for the Warriors.
Classic isolation right. They get it, just come right at him out of the I formation, and they move the chains.
It's tough when you have 2 great running backs like Haggins and Johnson and a quarterback in Matt Larson. You look at him, he does not look like a sophomore, a big build. He's tall, can see over the defense. A dangerous player. Once again, I formation, 1 receiver up top of the near hash. The fake, the handoff to the fullback. Goes to the running back Johnson, presses forward off the left guard, leans in and picks up 3. Up to the 38 before being tackled.
That fullback Matthew on number 40 has kind of an unusual stance in the backfield as that up back in the eye. He almost looks like a defensive lineman at the line of scrimmage with all 4 in a 4-point stance in the backfield.
It's interesting. I mean, you look at the way the Warriors play, they can do multiple things to you. They can spread it out like they often do with 3 receivers. They go in that I formation. Again, Johnson in the back. It's a flip out to him off the left tackle. The flag goes up. Johnson to the open field, up to midfield, and pulled down at the 47 of
That
Oakdale.
one's coming back.
But it's coming back, Mike.
Yeah, there was a hold on the left guard. As he pulled and kicked out on the corner, he got a little bit of jersey there.
Johnson showing off his speed. It's the first penalty of the game. 9:53 left in the first quarter. Last 3A second round. 2 of the top 3 teams in 3A in Maryland. As it is a holding call, and that's going to bring it back to the 38-yard line. The first down marker is at a 34-yard line. First down marker is at the 45. So a 2nd and 11 coming up for the Warriors between the hash marks. Shotgun formation this time for Larson. 2 receivers down low, 1 up top. Behind him is a back Johnson. The snap, the fake, the throw to the right side. It's caught in the flat by Nix. Nix tries to break up the middle, and he does. Up to the 45, near the first down.
He got it.
He got it. Picked up 12 as he broke a couple initial tackles. Already a nice run by Jaden Nix.
Yeah, Jaden really did that all on his own. He was caught right at the point of the catch, but he managed to spin out of the grasp and get the rest on his own, and he moved the markers.
Nix, 2 touchdown receptions last week, over 100 receiving yards. One was for a 45-yard touchdown pass, and Michael, you mentioned it. They're not deep passes down the field. They're short passes in the slot, and then this Warriors offense lets their receivers go to work. Larson in the shotgun. Nix up top to his left with 3 receivers. Again out to the flat. Once again, it is to the receiver Wilson. Wilson.
This could go all the way. It does.
He's off the races. Wilson, nobody's going to touch him. To the 15, 10, 5 in the end zone for a touchdown. Khalil Wilson and the Warriors up top, 6-0.
And there was a lot of speed in that one. You saw how he put on the jets and ran by all the defenders.
That is what the Warriors offense is known for. It's either running it up the middle with their big backs or going out to their speedy receivers. And Khalil Wilson, the number 2 option, just took it and went off to the races for a 55-yard touchdown.
And again, that was just a little slot screen. That's all it was.
It's not easy to defend when you're thinking, okay, we got to guard the run up the middle, and they quickly pass out to the outside, and Williams beats 1 or 2 defenders and scores.
Here's a kick now.
So the extra point, the hold is down, kick is up, and it is through. And it is 7-0, a quick lead for Sherwood as they punch Oakdale in the mouth early with a 55-yard touchdown reception by Khalil Wilson. Oakdale trying to respond. We'll see what they can do when we come back on Cool Sports 50.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. Hey, their roast chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
Warriors up 7-0, a 45-yard touchdown reception by Khalil Wilson. And just a pass out to the flat, he took it down the far sideline for the score, and it is 7-0 Sherwood. Let's see what Oakdale and their high-powered offense can do in the response. We thought a lot of points were going to be scored today, Michael. Obviously, a long way to go. As the squib kick goes up the middle, it's scooped up at the 25, returner up to the 30, 35, 40, the up back all the way to the 41. And the Bears get off to a positive spot to begin their first drive.
So yeah, so good field position for Oakdale as Alex Rodriguez, the quarterback for this team, brings him out. Rodriguez, kind of a unorthodox style, a tall, lanky kid, a basketball player, really good basketball player.
What a great season for him. You can see that too, his athleticism, just a 3rd quarterback in program history with more than 2,000 rushing and passing yards combined. He's a junior playing a sophomore. 2 phenomenal young quarterbacks in this matchup today. Rodriguez takes a snap. It's a quarterback option off the right side. He keeps it himself off the right tackle, outside the numbers, and he'll be pushed back. May have got back to the line of scrimmage. If not, it's a sack on the first play for Sherwood.
I'm going to give him a yard on the forward progress, but trying to run the sweep there. He had 2 blockers out in front of him, but great pursuit by the backside of Sherwood. The line just slid down and never let him get upfield. He was not able to plant and cut up.
So Rodriguez, who had 7 rushes for 69 yards last week, does pick up a yard. 8:15 left in the first. 7-0 Sherwood leading. Rodriguez in the shotgun, the wing formation, receiver by himself down low. Turns and hands it off to the back, who is met at the line of scrimmage. The line collapses, and Sherwood is able to hold the running back for no gain.
So right off the bat, the observation is Sherwood is winning at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball.
Tyler Calliskin took the run, and you're right there, Michael. They're able to pursue the quarterback Rodriguez on the outside. This time a handoff to the back up the middle, and in both cases the line for Sherwood is up for the challenge. They're a big front. 3 of their 4 captains are on that defensive line, as they're in a 4-3 defense with the defensive backs who are known for making plays. A handful of interceptions each this year. On the outside, giving the receivers some room. 3rd and 8 at the 42, and now a timeout is called by, I believe, Oakdale. They do take it, their first timeout. Big play coming up. 7:26 left in the first quarter. The Warriors on top of the Bears, 7-0. It is the matchup everybody's talking about in the area, 2 of the top teams in this state.
Watch for the slant of the deep slant about 10 yards down, and they're walking into a 2-deep cover. So I believe that's why they called the timeout, was they wanted to adjust. They were in for the slant, and that you call it, that's that mofo, it's called.
Okay.
Middle of the field is open. That's what the offensive coordinators call it. So
it's a creative term.
Mofo.
Okay.
Middle of the field open, and that's what they were looking at, was a mofo. So he's going to adjust. Now watch for the go pattern.
Okay. We'll see what we get here. Maybe a play downfield. It has been a great year for Rodriguez in this offense for Oakdale, one of the best in the area. They have, especially recently, been absolutely fantastic as they are averaging this season
They're going
an impressive
trip.
35 points to 22. They're going trip to the near side.
Yep,
Bunch
trips
formation.
left.
One receiver up top, Rodriguez in the gun, 3rd and 8 from the 42. Steps back now, steps up, he tripped, stayed on his feet, in trouble, in the backfield, and Sherwood brings him down for the sack. Rodriguez sacked on 3rd down, lost about 8 or 9, and it looks like the Bears in their first drive will be forced to punt.
3 and out, not a good sign. Sherwood definitely controlling the line of scrimmage there with great penetration through that front line of the Oakdale Bears.
Warriors touchdown on their first drive. They hold the Bears to a 3 and out on their first defensive drive. Now 2 players back to return, including Khalil Wilson, who had the touchdown on that first drive. The punt is away. It's a good one indeed. It is going to be returned.
Oh, it's fumbled.
It's dropped.
Ball's on the ground, still
on the
loose.
turf.
Sherwood picked it up.
And Sherwood got it, jumped on top of it at the 19. So Sherwood recovers the fumble off the punt. They'll take over from almost the exact same spot they took over on their first drive at the 19-yard line. That was almost a disaster for Sherwood and would have been obviously a massive momentum swinger after the quick start from the Warriors.
Yeah, that was the kind of play they needed right there, but they didn't get the bounce.
Matt Larson, the sophomore quarterback, brings his team back out in the field, leading 7-0 after a 45-yard touchdown pass to Khalil Wilson on the first drive. 6:37 left in the first. In round number 2 of the 3A playoffs, an exciting matchup tonight. Turn, the handoff to the back. It's Johnson off the left tackle, and he spun back to the middle, maybe picked up 4 or 5, all the way out to the 25. As he kept his legs moving before being tackled.
Oakdale coming out in a 5-2 defense. Look for them to shift out of that because right now there's no help at the second level, and it looks like the Sherwood offensive line is handling that defensive 5 front quite well.
Sherwood this time comes out with 2 receivers down low. 2 tight ends set with the back of the backfield is Johnson. Quarterback Larson under center, turns hands off Johnson, straight up the middle. This time he is hit, leans forward, maybe got 2, still about 3 yards away from the first down. It brings up a 3rd and short.
And I think the coach heard me because they shifted to the 4-3 and stopped the run.
Michael, you had it spot on there. Do you expect them to stay in the 4-3?
No, they love the 5-2. They're
Okay.
going to go back to the 5-2. In short yardage here, maybe. Let's see what they do.
Big early play with the clock ticking at 5:35. Sherwood already up 7-0. Now they face a 3rd and short, 3rd and 3 from their own 38. As Larson is in the gun, Wilson, who has that 1 touchdown out
5-2.
wide. Nick's on the inside, a 5-2 defense on the other side for Oakdale. Handoff goes to Johnson off the outside, hit at the 37, pushes forward to the 38, picks up 10, and moves the chains.
Yeah.
Braden DeWall with the tackle in the secondary. Johnson looked like he wanted to go up the middle, saw nothing there and bounced to the outside off the right tackle and picked up 10.
It was ISO right, and I'm surprised that they shifted back to the 5-2 for that. I'd have put 8 men in the box and just gone at them.
In their home blue uniforms, working left to right under the lights on the 38 on the near hash mark. The quarterback Larson under center, turns, fakes the handoff. It's a play action up the middle. Pass is knocked down, incomplete. Went off the chest of the receiver. Nix going across the middle. He was hit from behind. Nice defensive play in the backfield.
Yeah, number 10, Adele Hernandez almost got the pick on underneath on that.
Just past his arms. And an incomplete brings up 2nd and 10 from the 38.
So the first pass of the game there, Ryan.
Down the field, yes. It goes incomplete. Nix out wide by himself. Big formation receiver in motion from right to left. And now a low snap. It's actually got off the receiver who presses forward near the first down all the way up to the 43. And it's a gain of 8 and it brings up a 3rd and short. May have been 9. It's a very short 3rd down coming up from the 47-yard line.
Sherwood looking really good on the yards after carry, the yak, and they're running about 11.7 average, and I can see why. They just don't go down on first contact.
Speedy team, do well through contact. 3rd and short. Ball on the far hash. Big early play with the quarterback Larson under center. The snap, the turn, the handoff to Johnson. Runs right up the middle. Barrels into the defender. Falls forward for a pickup of 4. And moving the chains for a first down.
Yep, Walkersville would be proud. ISO left out of the eye. Coach Polis, the former head coach of Walkersville, standing on the sidelines. An assistant coach at Oakdale, ran that one a lot.
2 incredible coaches. Oakdale, of course, Kurt Stein, now in his 15th season, took over the program when he was 27. Warriors coach Andrew Fields, graduate of the school. A lot of history for both of these coaches. Very proud of their programs, especially this season. Larson turns and flips it off to the outside on the sweep. Running back Johnson pulled down at the 48 of Oakdale, maybe game 2 or 3. He's been the featured back so far. I'm going to check that. It's actually Gant Haggins making his second touch. He's the number 2 running back, but they like to utilize both Johnson and Haggins, both of them very effective.
So Caldine Hawkins bull rushed the blocking right tackle back into the play, and he literally ran up the back of his own player and was tackled by his own player.
4, now 5 down linemen out there for Oakdale. I formation once again for the Warriors. A turn to Johnson, this time off the left tackle into the secondary. Spins and falls forward to the 42. He has to reach the 40. And once again, a short 3rd down coming up for the Warriors. Maybe a 3rd and 1 from the 41.
Just a big hole there on the left side. Coming out of the eye, he had just all kinds of space.
2:30 left in the first quarter on a 45-yard touchdown reception for Khalil Williams. The Warriors lead 7-0 in round 2 of the 3A playoffs. Larson under center, I formation. Johnson at the top. Larson, big formation. Turns, hands off. Johnson off the right side. He has a first down into the secondary. Wrapped up down the right sideline at the 31. And looked like maybe DeWall was in on the tackle. Johnson's tough. When that middle is clogged up, he is very comfortable just bouncing to the outside.
And the middle is clogged up because of the 5-2. They're all stuck inside. And they're pushing in on the ends, and there's no outside pursuit except for that one lone corner out in space.
Once again, the 5-2 defense for Oakdale. The handoff to Johnson off the left side this time. He couldn't break it out. The Bears react, and they pull him down after a gain of 1. Nice adjustment there by Oakdale. Johnson tried to break it out to the outside, and they closed in on him quickly for the group tackle.
Nice play by Chris Ramey as he knifed in from his right linebacker slot and made that play.
And that's the kind of play I think Oakdale's going to have to do throughout the night. They cannot let Johnson get to the outside. That is where he's so effective, like last week when he had a 48-yard touchdown run. 1:20 left in the first. 2nd and 9 from the Oakdale 29. Sherwood already up 7-0. Larson under center, turns, hands off. Johnson tries to break it to the outside, twisting, twirling, and thrown down on the turf in the backfield. Johnson that time loses 4 on the run.
Tyler Tehan with a bulldog tackle spun him around 360 degrees twice.
I'd be dizzy after that if I were the running back Johnson. 8 tackles last week for Tion, including a tackle for a loss. He already has 1 today, and it brings up a 3rd and 11. So a 3rd and 11 for the Warriors in the near hash mark at the 33. They have to reach the 22 with the clock ticking at 35 seconds left in the first quarter.
So watch for a little slot screen over to number 3 on the left side.
Pair of receivers split off to either side. Bull rush from Oakdale. Pass is deflected. It falls into the turf in front of Jada Nix on the right side. Incomplete, and it brings up a 4th and 11.
And that was all number 77, TJ Bond, who got his hands up in the air and batted that one down.
Great work by Bond. Was able to get in the backfield and at least get a fingertip on it. Knocked it down. And now decision time for the Warriors. They're in no man's land here with 22 seconds and a 4th and 11.
Well, you're in the playoffs. It's 4-down territory when you're in the opposing team's half.
Larson in the shotgun. Receiver split either side. Larson calls for it. Takes a snap. It's low. Scoops
Oh, there's holding all over him.
Throws a pass, and it's picked up at the 15. Return to the 20, 25, 30, and he's pushed out of bounds.
Oh, and there's a late tackle out of bounds.
Now he's tossed to the sideline as Braden DeWall picks it off.
In the Sherwood middle of the bench, and now there's a fight breaking out in the bench. And they try to separate them quickly.
And they do. The white jerseys pulled back out. Braden DeWall, the big pick on 4th down. Ran it all the way up the sideline and pinwheeled out of bounds. And I'm waiting to see if it was a late tackle.
I don't see any laundry, do you?
Yeah, it was close. It looks like he was being tackled. I agree with you, though, Michael. He was clearly out of bounds, and the tackle was still going on and then tossed to the ground. I think the officials now discussing it. See what they decide as 4 referees on the near sideline come together.
I'll tell you what, Oakdale's very lucky on that one because the right tackle literally tackled the defensive player. That should have been a holding call.
Now, Michael, I'm looking down on the sideline. Almost, I can't tell if that is a flag or not. I need to have better eyesight to see it. If it is, it's down to the near sideline. We might get some sort of penalty.
Well, they're huddled up. I think
Yeah.
they're discussing whether he was in bounds or not. And there is something on the ground right at the 35-yard line, just inside. So I believe that is a flag.
Braden DeWall picks it off either way at the 10-yard line, gets it back up to the 35. And
A long discussion here between these referees, and now they back out. Here's the call. Nope. Back in they go. All right, here we go.
as the first official.
Block in the back.
Yeah, block in the
Personal
back.
foul against Sherwood. Block in the back, Oakdale. Offsetting. Replay the down.
Oh, that's a tough break for Oakdale. As at least that's what it seems to indicate. They're going to replay the down. I would think, though, Michael, if it's after the interception is made, it should be.
It has to be a dead ball foul.
Yeah, it has to be a dead ball foul. So I would think then that it would belong to.
It would be Oakdale ball.
Oakdale ball, yeah. So I think the
with
initial.
no foul.
Yeah, there we go. So I think the initial call made it look like they're going to replay the down,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure this should belong to Oakdale because both of the fouls occurred after the interception. So let's wait and see.
Well, not the block in the back.
That would have been before. Okay, you're right. So it does look like it will be Oakdale ball. Okay, so the officials go over to the sideline and let them know. So Oakdale should take.
Yeah. So the penalty was the out of bounds personal foul, late hit out of bounds, offset
Okay.
the block in the back,
That's it.
but they still maintained possession. So the block in the back was negated.
So Oakdale takes over. Big play by the Bears with 13 seconds left in the first. Now they lead, or they trail 7-0, but they're able to force a turnover after the Warriors were able to march down, get into Bears territory. Oakdale tightened up, got the stop, and now they're rewarded with the ball at their own 35. Likely time for one more play here in this first half, this first quarter.
So now what are they doing? Did they mark off a penalty? Because that ball, he clearly went out of bounds around the 41, right? And now the ball is being placed on the 48.
It's tough to tell. I'm not quite sure, Michael, why. I thought the penalty's offset, so it would have meant the ball was back at the 41. It looks like Oakdale's going to pick up.
Yeah, they're going to get 10 yards.
Yeah, so they get all the way up to the 48 here.
Yep.
And that's
So
where they start.
that means the running back was pushed out, or the return back was pushed out of bounds at the 38. So they tacked on the.
So Oakdale takes over. After all that, at their own 48-yard line with Rodriguez in the shotgun. 3 receivers up top. Rodriguez rolls that way. Passes to the sideline. Incomplete.
Threw it out in front of him a little bit. He had the guy on the out at the sideline, but that unorthodox passing style of Alex Redress, he kind of slings the ball. That's the only way I could describe it.
Brings it down almost to shoulder height. It's not over the top. It's almost a sidearm throw. And he just missed his receiver. So 2nd and 10 with 7 seconds left in the quarter. Rodriguez on the near hash mark at the 48. He's in the shotgun. 3 receivers up top and 1 down low with the running back Galaskin to his right. Rolling to his right, Rodriguez looking
Got a
down
man,
the field.
wide
passes to
open.
the sideline, and it is caught at the 40. Just past the first down. A pickup of 12 for Rodriguez into Warriors territory. And that leads us to the end of the first quarter. So the Warriors score, leading 7-0. The Bears are marching at the 41 of the Warriors. When we come back on Cool Oldies 1450.
Our local American Legion Post 168 Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
Getting set for the start of the second quarter, where Oakdale has been so good this season, outscoring their opponents 131-35 in this quarter. They have the ball down 7-0 on the 40 of Sherwood, working now from left to right in their road white uniforms. Rodriguez, a snap, hands it off to McCatherine, who had 2 rushing touchdowns last week, this time not going anywhere, as he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Jamie McCatherine, 482 yards this season, 8 touchdowns. He had 66 yards last week, 2 touchdowns, both in the first half. Nothing there on his first touch, and it brings up a second 10 from the 42. On the far hash, Rodriguez shotgun, a receiver up top, down low is Afontes. This one is off to the left side of Kolaskin. Kolaskin breaks one tackle into the secondary. The flag comes out. Kolaskin picked up the first, it looked like, but it might come back. Let's see.
No,
what the
I think
call
that's
is.
going to be a face mask.
It was in the secondary, so it could very well be a face mask. Let's see. As Kolaskin was hit once, kept going, and then was finally pulled down. I think that's going to be the call there. Michael, I think you might be right. It's Kolaskin.
Yeah, face mask. Oh, it's a holding call against Oakdale.
I thought you were going to be right there, Michael. 'cause
He looked like he was going to make the face mask signal, didn't he?
Kolaskin, I thought so too. Kolaskin got hit right away, and then he kind of turned, and that's where the flag came out. But it is a holding. It's a holding past the line of scrimmage. So it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul and brings up a 2nd and 12 from the 42. Here's Rodriguez. 2 backs, one to his right, one to his left. Kolaskin left, McCatherine right. Ball is to Kolaskin, straight up the middle, spins and is tackled at the ankles and now pushed forward by about 4 or 5 blue jerseys. Picked up 6, and a 3rd and 6 to come. At the 36. Big play here for the Bears, down 7-0, 10:55 left in the first half. Trying to come up big on 3rd and 6. Rodriguez, shotgun. McCatherine to his left. 1 receiver down to the bottom. 3 tight ends in, and now coming back behind the quarterback, Rodriguez, is McCatherine. McCatherine, now Rodriguez running off to the outside the numbers, near the sideline. Maybe picked up one before being caromed out of bounds, and it brings up a 4th and short, as McCatherine was a lead blocker on that play.
I think you can expect them to go for it down in the Sherwood territory, down by 7 here. They needed something, and turning the ball over on downs to Sherwood.
4th and 5 at the 35. They need to reach the 30 on the far hash. Rodriguez, tall quarterback, 6'3", over 80 yards rushing last week with Kolaskin to his right. Rodriguez a snap, fakes the handoff, now gonna pass up the middle, looking down the field to his receiver in the end zone, and it is intercepted in the end zone. It turns out to be a touchback. Somehow it was picked off by Jaden Nix. What a catch.
Jaden Nix, and that serves essentially as a punt. That's coming out to the 20.
If you're Nix, I mean, I know you want to get the interception. That's always fun. That's the most important thing maybe. But if you let that one go, that's going to be a ball back out to the 35. Instead, it's to the 20. So an interception by Nix off of Rodriguez in the end zone leads to a touchback. And Sherwood takes over. We talked about at the top here, Michael. This Sherwood team is so well-rounded, outside, inside, both sides of the ball.
Very disciplined. I'm really surprised at that call. I was looking for something short over the middle, to go deep like that and just throw it up in the air for the pick. Interesting call.
Does work as a punt, so 10-17, working from right to left in their home blue jerseys. Larson in the shotgun, takes a snap, turns the hand off to the back. He's hit the backfield, keeps running along the near hash mark, falls forward to the 24, gained 5 or 6 on the play.
Yeah, he got forward progress to the 25, where they'll mark it 2nd and 5 for the Warriors.
So 2nd and 5 for the Warriors from the 25 on the near hash mark. Oakdale was using that 5-2 defense. They've been trying to crowd the line and stop this challenging run offense. The ground and pound game for the Warriors has been so good this season, but the past couple of weeks, their sophomore quarterback, Matt Larson, has come alive, including a 45-yard touchdown pass in this game. Again, the turn, the handoff to Johnson, off the left tackle. He's met at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. Once again, the Bears' defensive front is up for the challenge. Looks like it was maybe Victor Blake in on the tackle. And a 3rd and 4 to come. Another big 3rd down with 9:10 left to go in the first half. Larson under center, one back behind him, 2 receivers up top, including Jaden Nix and Khalil Watson. Nix is out wide. The turn, the handoff to Johnson, cuts back to the middle, breaks one tackle, spins into the secondary, all the way past the 40, pushed down 43. Gain of 14 for Johnson on his longest run today.
Incredible balance on that as he kept his feet, wouldn't go down. About 5 yards of it was backwards.
Then he just kept going. As Johnson comes out, Haggins comes in.
Looks like we've got a fire going down in here. The grill is smoking up the field.
Get a little fog going above the field. The turn, the handoff to Haggins straight up the middle. Maybe picked up 2 or 3. As looking at the field right now, lights on, of course, on this gorgeous Friday evening. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. Have a full moon with an ominous cloud covering above it. And some smoke coming up over the field from a grill to our left. And now a player is down for the Warriors, for Sherwood.
Give a shout out to head coach Mike Rich, head coach of the Catoctin Cougars, who's watching our game on video right now. Just got a nice text from him, and hope you're enjoying it, Coach.
8-19, 7-0, and a player goes down for Sherwood. I thought I saw the number. I don't want to speculate, though. Who'd you see there, Michael?
I believe it's number 40.
I thought so, too. Okay, so
Matthew On.
Yeah, Matthew On, the fullback.
Right.
That's what I was thinking there, too. So On, after the play, being treated by the trainers at the 45 as he's being looked at. Both teams are on to their respective sides.
So I think what we'll do, we'll take an injury timeout here and be right back.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Maryland did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, Call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
Coming off the field under his own power as he's being treated by the training staff. Gives a thumbs up to the crowd. Looks like maybe his left arm is being held, so we'll keep a close eye on him. And we'll see how this impacts Sherwood as their fullback comes out of the game. They're leading 7-0, 8:15 and counting in the first half, working from right to left at the 47. It is 2nd and 7 for Sherwood. The turn, the handoff to the running back. Again, Johnson off the left tackle. This is actually going to be the other back. Haggett's, and he's tackled for a loss of maybe 2 near the original line of scrimmage, back to the 40, or 45.
And the Oakdale defense adjusting well, starting to flow down the line of scrimmage and hold up those blockers, covering their gaps.
The Warriors known for their run game. It hasn't been as effective in the past couple of drives. Let's see what Larson can do on a likely pass play. In the shotgun, 3 receivers up top, including Nix at the very top. Pass goes into the middle. It is caught for maybe a pickup of 2 or 3 as the receiver is tackled immediately at the 49. Great game tackle by the Bears, and it brings up a 4th and 7.
And that's the difference in this game. Is Oakdale's starting to finish their tackles. Before in the first quarter, Sherwood getting yards after catch, yards after run on every single possession.
Khalil Watson had a 45-yard touchdown reception on the first drive for Sherwood. Almost all of those yards were after the catch. And since then, the Bears defense has been spot on. They need to come up big here. 4th and 6 from the 49. Sherwood needs to reach the 45 of Oakdale, and it looks like
and they gave him the hard count, the easy way.
One of the Bears players went offsides. I think it was Victor Blake. It's called encroachment. I don't believe it's going to be close in terms of the amount of yards.
Oh, he's got it.
He does? Okay.
Yeah, he's got it.
He picked up the first down. I thought
first down.
There was a 5-yard penalty and a first down for Sherwood. So a tough penalty there for the Bears.
Yeah, big mistake for Oakdale. And, you know, kudos to Sherwood. The hard count worked, and that's what you do. Somebody on that line and that defense should have been yelling out, don't jump, don't jump.
5-2 defense for Oakdale. The turn, the handoff to Johnson, tries to go right up the middle. Once again, he's met by the defensive line of the Bears, right at the line of scrimmage. They stick him, maybe picked up 1.
And I'll tell you what the difference is. They are run blitzing those 2 back linebackers in the 5-2 on every play now into the A and the C gap.
You're seeing Hernandez and Tejan play up closer to the line. Tejan number 31 and Hernandez number 10 right there on the line of scrimmage. With the band playing in the background on the far hash mark, Larson out in the shotgun. 3 receivers down low this time. Their top weapon, Jaden Nix, on the outside with Watson on the inside of the slot. The handoff goes to Johnson off the right side, into the secondary, down the sideline.
There's a penalty flag.
Flag comes out. Johnson off the races, beats the defender, and into the end zone.
It's coming back.
We'll see if it stays so. Michael, I'm pretty sure that's coming back. As the flag came out at the line of scrimmage, almost immediately as Johnson turned the corner, I think that right tackle may have got a lot of jersey for Oakdale.
Well, we saw it happen going the other way on this end, so we have to assume it's probably the same. They didn't make the call on the last one we saw, and that one resulted in the interception, the pick.
That's right. This time they do make the call, though, and it's marched all the way back to the 46. So a long second down coming up from the 46. Sherwood has to reach the 35 of Oakdale, 36, 35 and a half of Oakdale for the first down. So big penalty, pulls back the touchdown, but as you heard Michael say almost immediately, we could tell that was going to be a holding. 4-3 defense this time for Oakdale.
Looking
Larson
for the screen now. He goes deep on the go. He's open.
For Nix. Nix
and it's
makes
caught.
the catch at the 20 and pulled down at the 15. The top target, Jaden Nix, the catch to the 15 of Oakdale on the near sideline, pulled down by the wall.
So impressed with that young quarterback. He dropped that ball right in. Larson, perfect arc on that ball. right over the shoulder of the defender.
Jaden Nix, who had an interception in the end zone earlier on the defensive side with a catch that time, his first today, has incredible hands. This guy is a talented all-around receiver, also a ton of speed. A really gifted weapon on the outside, the senior for Sherwood, making his first catch. Now with 5'10", Sherwood trying to create some space. Already up 7-0. Working right to left at the near hash mark. Under center is the quarterback Larson. I formation, Johnson at the top. Receiver in motion from right to left. The turn, the handoff to Johnson in between the tackles.
He's in.
Johnson sprints up the middle. Nobody touches him. And Ryan Johnson in for the touchdown.
ISO left. Big hole. There it was, just like first quarter.
The receiver came into motion across the line from right to left. He was an extra blocker. The fullback was an extra blocker. And Johnson went straight between the guard and the tackle on the left side, right to the end zone for a touchdown. And Sherwood now up 13-0. Now Oakdale does get the ball first to start the second half, so 5 minutes left to go. The Bears going to have a possession. If they can maybe score, create some pressure, they will get another chance to start early in the second half. As a kick is a line drive rope straight through the uprights from Brody Pingon. The kicker and wide receiver, he's 2 for 2 today. It's 14-0 Sherwood on top against Oakdale on Cool Oldies 1450.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price, Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of Walkersville High School Athletics.
14-0 Sherwood on top. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Ryan Pierce, Michael Betteridge here on Cool Oldies 1450. Great to have you alongside us. As a kick, it's a bouncing ball up the middle, returned by the up back at the 30. He's tossed to the turf at the 34, and that is where Oakdale takes over.
So this is an incredibly important possession for the Oakdale Bears. Down by 2 scores with 4:52 to go in the half. They really need to get something going right here. A nice consistent drive with some points on the board is important.
Michael, massive spot. They do get the ball to start the second half, so Oakdale theoretically can score here before halftime and then tie it up in the second half. So they do have some chances to get back, but this is a crucial next 5 to 10 minutes, counting the start of the second half. As Rodriguez hands it off to the back, but Catherine, he's hit in the backfield, tries to keep pressing, and then pushed to the ground. Right now, nothing on the run game for Oakdale. Really, their offense has been completely held in check by the Sherwood defense.
Sherwood defense pushing the line of scrimmage back into the Oakdale backfield.
Catherine and Kulaskin in the backfield this time. A 2nd and 10 from the 33 for Oakdale. The Bears trying to get something going. Rodriguez a snap, looking left, now steps up in the pocket.
Got a man
down
deep.
The field. He's got a man open, but
he
it's
overthrew him
over the
yards.
top. It falls harmlessly to the turf at the 23 of Sherwood as he was looking for his target on the far side of the field. Charlie All just overshot him.
You know, and it's tough on a road quarterback coming into a stadium like this. It's hard to get to judge your distances and to make your throws because of the lighting, the situation, the field. It's going to take a while for this quarterback to adjust, but I can see that they're going to go deep and they're going to keep trying at this, and I'd say keep at it. Don't stop now.
3rd and 10 from the 34 for the Bears, working left to right. Rodriguez empty backfield, a snap, under pressure, showing off his speed, rolling to his left.
What a
big
block
in the backfield, whips it to the sideline, 50-50 ball. Was it pulled in? Yes, it was. At midfield,
What
at
a
the
great
50.
number 8.
An incredible catch made on the far sideline for a first down.
Tippy toe out of bounds catch by the Oakdale receiver
It was
right into his own bench.
Andrew Wilson.
That's it.
With the catch on the far sideline. And that's a massive play to move the chains. Now just under 4 minutes left to go. Rodriguez in the shotgun. McCatherine to his right. 3 receivers down low. Charlie all by himself up top. Rodriguez rolling right. Passes to the sideline.
Got a man. Caught.
It is pulled in. Complete once again. This time at the 35. Braden DeWall pulled it in for the reception. He had 2 last week. Now has 14 on the season.
A good adjustment by the offensive coordinator as he starts to work the out pattern at medium range, finding the soft spot in that Sherwood zone.
And with the first down, clock stops at 3:53, 14-0 Sherwood, but Oakdale back-to-back positive plays for first downs through the air. They are marching from left to right. Rodriguez shotgun. To his right is the back Kalaskin, who has been turned to running back since the Middleton game. Fake handoff. Rodriguez nowhere to go. Pushed back in the backfield to the 45.
That's right.
As he tried to run backwards and create some space and could not.
Rodriguez should have seen that run blitz coming. It was coming right from the get-go. You could see it. I don't know if he had the option to audible out of it, but that play was not going to go anywhere. You could tell they were going to give it to McCaskin and try to go up the middle. And Sherwood was reading it all the way.
Kalaskin to the left of Rodriguez. This will likely be a pass with 3 receivers up top and 1 down low. Rodriguez is rolling to his left, looking to his left. Quick pass to the side.
Got him in!
And it's caught at the 35 and leaning forward, getting a good chunk of that yardage back and plenty more all the way to the 33.
15-yard catch.
A 15-yard pickup, and it brings up a 3rd and about 6 for Oakdale on the far side.
2-down territory here, Ryan.
Got a couple shots here for the Bears. 3 receivers near side. I believe that was Infantes with the catch on that last play. This time McCatherine to the backfield. High snap. Rodriguez rolls to his right, has a man on the flat, and instead passes past the first down marker to the 20, and it's incomplete as his receiver dove and couldn't pull it in.
That was a good pass. Rodriguez threw to the open spot. The receiver did not go into the soft part of the zone, so that was on the receiver.
He was looking for Cam Blackner. Couldn't find him. Blackner, nice diving effort, and just couldn't pull it in. Big 4th down. 4th and 6 from the 34. Rodriguez in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. 4 down linemen for the Warriors. We'll see how many they bring in. Their defensive backs are giving plenty of cushion on both sides of the field. Rodriguez, quick drop to the left, looking left, whips it down the sideline towards the end zone.
Oh,
it's
beautiful
deflected,
play.
and
Safety came in underneath.
The safety knocked it down, incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs. Rodriguez, not a bad pass, as I think he hit a spot well, but the safety came in and knocked it away. It looked like that was Brendan Heyer coming over to make the deflection.
So they ran a stop and go to try to freeze the receiver. It worked, got him open, but the safety, the deep safety on the cover, came in underneath and knocked it away.
That's something the Sherwood team's known for. They had a lot of interceptions in the regular season. Very good at creating turnovers. They had one earlier in the game in the end zone, just missed a second on a really good pass from Rodriguez. He hit a spot just higher, made a better play in the defensive backfield.
So with 2:30 to go in the half, Sherwood up by 2 scores, 14-0. Oakdale needs a stop.
Yeah.
They need a 3 and out right here.
Oakdale gets the ball to start the second half, but they got to get a stop first before going into halftime against a Sherwood team who has scored between 47 and 49 points in each of the past 4 games. They've got 14 right now with 2:30 left in the first. The handoff off the right side of Johnson. Angles outside the numbers. Hit after a pickup of 4 or 5. Keeps pushing to the far sideline all the way to the 43-yard line, as he gained 8 first downs at the 45. Whitfield finally pulled him down. Johnson having a big first half, already 1 rushing touchdown. Had a 48-yard touchdown run last week in round 1 against North Hagerstown. Now a 2nd and short from the 43 on the far hash mark. Larson in the shotgun, Johnson to his right. Larson fakes the handoff, throws in the flat. This time it's wrapped up in the backfield.
Yeah.
Great pursuit from the defensive secondary for Oakdale.
Number 13 in there for the stop. Read that one all the way.
Cooper Villa with the tackle, saw the quick pass to the flat, made the tackle, and now a 3rd and 4 at the 39. Sherwood has to reach the 43. 1:20 and counting left in the first half. Warriors up 14-0. It is the biggest game of the week in the Montgomery County. Big second round matchup between the number 3 ranked team in the state in 3A in Oakdale, the second best team in the state in 3A in Sherwood. Sherwood leading by 14, working from right to left. 3 receivers near side for Larson. Larson claps his hands, takes a snap, chest high, passes in the middle, and it is caught by Wilson, his second catch of the day. The first one for a touchdown. This one goes for a first down as he's tackled after gaining 6. Tyler Tehan pulled him in. A rare chance for Tehan to get a look at a receiver. Most of the pass plays are to the outside for Sherwood. Now they're looking to move quickly with 45 seconds and counting in between the hash marks. Larson fakes the handoff, steps up, throws up the middle. High ball and unable to pull it in with the receiver. He knocked it once, almost caught it on the second try. And it's 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 from the 46.
The target was number 13 on the play. And a 2nd and 10 to come for Sherwood from the 46. Looking for Smith on that pass play.
Clock down to 39 seconds in the half.
With 39 seconds to work with, Rodriguez shotgun. 3 receivers up top, down by himself is Jaden Nix, who's got a pick and a reception. Larson dumps it off in the flat to the running back, who breaks to the outside past the midfield marker, spins out of bounds at the 46 of Oakdale, about 3 yards short of the first down. That's a first catch for Preston Hamrick. Only a couple on the season, both of that type of variety in the flat like that.
3rd down and 1.
So now 3rd and 3 from the 45. Really 3rd and 2, 3rd and short. And Sherwood has to reach the 43, and now a timeout taken with 32 seconds. So I thought there was a timeout. The official waved his hands.
Indicated, but here they come out to the line of scrimmage.
Sherwood under center is Larson. I formation. Johnson at the top. A pair of receivers up top. Johnson hands it off.
Oh, big
takes
hole.
a handoff. Big hole up the middle. Wrapped up knee high at the 40. Enough for a first down. An impressive tackle by Adil Hernandez, but not able to stop the first down pickup for Sherwood. And they call timeout immediately with the clock ticking at 28 seconds.
Yeah, that was a giant hole there. They are just doing such a great job. The Warriors are blocking well on the line of scrimmage and creating a big opening lane for that running back. And all he has to do is get through to the second level, and it's Katie bar the door.
Johnson earlier in the quarter had a rushing touchdown from about 15 yards out. Michael wasn't even touched because the blocking was so impressive. This Sherwood team, their offense is the full package. They've got a rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown, a lot of playmakers.
And knocking on the door here.
They're at the 40. Out of the timeout, a 1st and 10. Bears seeking a big stop, a necessary stop. Down by 2 scores. They do get the ball first to start the second half. Their offense is looking better.
So we'll get you some out-of-town scores as they come in. A couple of really big games going on. We'll talk about them in a few minutes.
Larson shotgun. 2 receivers up top, 1 down low. The snap drops back, looking right, under pressure.
Oh, that was a hold right there.
Up the middle, and
There's
it's caught
the flag.
right in the middle of the field.
It's coming back.
Comes out. This will likely come back.
It's coming back.
As the catch was made by Braden Heyer. He would have picked up 30 yards, but it does come back. A hold.
Yeah, he tackled the defensive Russian.
Obvious call as Larson was looking up the field, and a big play pulled back with the hold. Would have been a sack, though, if there wasn't a hold on the play. As the game is slowed down, 20 seconds still left to go in the first half. 14-0 Sherwood leading. Now they face a first down in the mile from midfield. They have to reach the 30. So 1st and 20. And 3 receivers go up top, 1 down low. That's Nix. 4 receivers up top. Almost need 2 hands to count them all.
Here comes the rush.
Larson,
there goes the deep ball. Oh, we got some interference down there. Oakdale's grabbing and pulling.
It's going to be a pass interference on Braden DeWall, I believe. No, that was actually, I think, McCatherine defending on the far outside.
Yeah, he was hanging on all the way.
As he was on the left arm of the receiver, Brendan Hayer. And it's going to be an automatic first down, I believe.
Yes, it will. They got all of that back, that holding penalty negated by the pass interference by Oakdale. And they just sent 4 guys deep. It was, the old Sandlot version of go deep, and I'll hit you on the run.
4 patterns straight to the end zone, and the quarterback, Larson, is throwing it up in the air. You're right. That's what you do on the playground. And it worked out, turned into a penalty. So it's
first and 5.
First and 5. Okay, there we go. So first and 5 from the 35. Interesting spot. First and 5 from the 35. Now remember, 15 seconds left. So Sherwood, not a lot of time. So if you're beat, you might as well hold on. And Sherwood taking a lot of time in the huddle. 4-3 defense for Oakdale. I don't see the play clock anywhere. As the backfield is empty. 3 receivers up top, 2 down low for the quarterback, Larson. Watch out for Nix. He's down low on the near side. Larson looks left, now throws up the middle, and he's caught at the 15. Hit spinning to receiver 10, down to the 5, finally pulled down with 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and the clock is stopped with a timeout with 5 seconds left. It was Khalil Wilson with another big play.
Did you see the touch on that ball?
Incredible lofty
I mean,
pass
he just put that magnificent soft touch on that ball right over the middle, and the receiver, all he had to do was bring it in.
Larson, his 3rd catch, his first was a 45-yard touchdown run, and Matt Larson hitting him in stride right up the middle. And now a 1st and goal, only 5 seconds left. I'm trying to see the amount of timeouts both these teams had. And it looks like there are still 2 for Sherwood, but even a run up the middle, it might take more than 5 seconds. Anything outside of a field goal is risky at this point. Unless the goal is for the touchdown.
I think you might see a pass here.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe something quick, and if you don't get it, take the 3 points.
It's a quick little turn in.
We'll see what Sherwood does, leading 14-0 on a 45-yard touchdown reception in the first quarter by Khalil Wilson, and in the second quarter, a 14-yard touchdown run from the back, Ryan Johnson. So they come out. Does Sherwood. Nix is going to be on the left side of the field. Wilson is going to be on the right side. They're bunched in, though. Sherwood looks like they're going to run the football. As Larson comes under center, Johnson is behind him. Receiver in motion from right to left. It is the receiver off the left tackle. He barrels forward.
He's in.
Past the end line, into the end zone for a touchdown. The receiver going on the end around for the score. It's Wilson, his 2nd score today, and it's 20-0 Sherwood. Khalil Wilson showing off the wheels, a 45-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, and that time he comes off the end around from right to left to score. That's a tough blow for Oakdale. Now down 21-0 as there's no time left in the first half. The extra point from the kicker, Pingon, is up and through. And that is how the first half ends. What a half for Khalil Wilson. 2 touchdowns, 1 through the air, 1 on the end around to close out the half. He's got 14 of the 21. And as we go to the break, Sherwood leading 21-0 against Oakdale on Cool Oldies 1450.
Football season is here, and that means Friday Night Lights football from Southern PA to Frederick County and beyond. Tune in to watch our live video stream and play-by-play coverage of your favorite high school sports teams on Cool Oldies 1450 THU.
E-bikes are the latest trend in urban and suburban transportation. Pedal or throttle, exercise or relax. E-bikes are everywhere now in our area. Fredericktown Yamaha Cycle Company is Frederick County's largest supplier of pedal-assisted e-bikes. Fredericktown Yamaha is a supplier of Yamaha, Giant, and Intense electric bikes. From open road to crosstown commutes, mountain bikes, and more, Fredericktown Yamaha specializes in two wheels and a motor. Since 1975, located just off Urbana Pike in Frederick. Check out our website at fredericktown-yamaha.com. Fredericktown Yamaha, where the fun begins.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Ha! Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
Our local American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price, Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of Walkersville High School Athletics.
Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center passionately believes that what they do enriches people's lives emotionally and physically. Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center is not just a therapeutic massage center, but it is a collaboration of the healing arts using Reiki, sound, movement, art, and more. Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center are people who care. Nerve or orthopedic issues, back and neck pain? Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center can help you. Enjoy luxurious treatment with amazing results at Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center. And by the way, they are looking for experienced therapists who are skilled in the healing arts to join their team today. Just check out their website, catoctinmountainmassage.com. That's Catoctin, MTN, massage.com to connect with them today.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
E-bikes are the latest trend in urban and suburban transportation. Pedal or throttle, exercise or relax. E-bikes are everywhere now in our area. Fredericktown Yamaha Cycle Company is Frederick County's largest supplier of pedal-assisted e-bikes. Fredericktown Yamaha is a supplier of Yamaha, Giant, and Intense electric bikes. From open road to crosstown commutes, mountain bikes, and more. Fredericktown Yamaha specializes in 2 wheels and a motor. Since 1975, located just off Urbana Pike in Frederick. Check out our website at fredericktown.yamaha.com. Fredericktown Yamaha, where the fun begins.
Football season is here, and that means Friday Night Lights football from Southern PA to Frederick County and beyond. Tune in to watch our live video stream and play-by-play coverage of your favorite high school sports teams on Cool Oldies 1450 THU.
All right, we are back here at halftime, where the Sherwood Warriors enjoy a comfortable 21-0 lead. Ryan, didn't see that coming.
Michael, we thought it on paper, and when it comes to the rankings, 2 evenly matched teams, playing styles evenly matched, but Sherwood, offensively, they just hung into the first half. They would have a positive drive. Then the big breakout plays, a 45-yard touchdown reception for Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown run for Johnson, then a 2-yard touchdown run for Wilson to close out the first half. And that last one was a backbreaker, because if you're Oakdale, you get the stop, you come out, you get the ball to start the second half. Now they find themselves down 21-0.
Yeah. Coaches are going to have to make an adjustment at the halftime. And one of the things that I think we're seeing here is that Sherwood is owning the line of scrimmage. They're bigger, they're stronger, and they're attacking right at the Oakdale defense up front. So look for coaches. Coach Stein has been around a long time. He knows what he's doing. He's a smart coach. Look for him to make some adjustments to stop the Sherwood attack right at the point of attack. The problem with Sherwood is if you stop their run, you got that great passer in Larson.
Larson looks fantastic, and on that pass before the touchdown, what was it, about a 30-yard pass right up the middle where he found his receiver Hayden. It was feather touch on it,
yes,
right up the middle, over the top of the defense.
And he did it in pressure.
He did. I thought the defense for Oakdale did a much better job in the second quarter, cutting off that outside run for Johnson. They were able to utilize the 5-2 defense, brought up an extra linebacker at the line of scrimmage to make things more challenging. They were keeping Johnson from going to the outside, but just when you think you have Sherwood locked down, Larson goes over the top for the pass.
You know, the thing about this team is that Oakdale they are very explosive. They can come back down 3 scores. They need to come out. They need to have the exact setup,
yes,
for that drive down the field and score immediately. Now, the thing that we're being successful with is in the pass. They had spread the offense out. Coming down the field, they were hitting that pass at the 20-25 medium range pass was working for them. Look for them to come back for that and move the ball down the field and score.
Back-to-back 20-plus yard passes from Rodriguez towards the end of that first half. You're right. They need to get that going. They need to get the run going, possibly find Jamie McCatherine, give him some momentum. He had 2 rushing touchdowns last week. Has hardly touched it so far today, so expect maybe to get some more looks to him as well in the second half.
Absolutely. All right, we'll step aside for our last break. Come back for some more exciting football here at halftime, Sherwood High School, where the Warriors lead 21-0.
Good afternoon, this is Julio Valerius. The Wizards take on the lone team they have beaten this season. Washington faces the Hawks tonight in Atlanta in NBA Cup group play action. The Wizards have lost 6 straight games and are 2-8. The Hawks are 5-7. Malcolm Brogdon is out for Washington. Week 12 of the college football season has kicked off. Maryland, Virginia, Navy, Georgetown, and Townsend play Saturday. Maryland hosts Rutgers. Virginia plays Notre Dame on the road. Navy hosts Tulane. Georgetown squares off against Fordham on the road. And Townsend hosts North Carolina A&T. Virginia Tech is off this week. The college hoop season rolls on the men's side. UMBC crushed Coppin State 92-67 to improve to 3-1. Maryland hosts Marquette tonight. Virginia plays Villanova in Baltimore tonight. Virginia Tech faces Penn State in Baltimore tonight. UMBC hosts St. Peter's tomorrow. Townsend hosts James Madison tomorrow. And Georgetown hosts Notre Dame tomorrow. And that's sports. I'm Julio Flores on the Maryland News Network.
I'm Dr. Baker, an ER physician. If you're having leg pain, swelling, or redness, but haven't talked to your doctor yet, don't wait. This could be deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which could cause chest pain or discomfort or difficulty breathing and be deadly. Your symptoms could mean something serious, so don't wait. Talk to a doctor right away, by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
And Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Here's the cool oldies 1450 AM forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies, lows in the mid-40s. On tomorrow, sunny and breezy with a high of 60. Mostly clear tomorrow night, lows around 36 degrees. On Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of 60. Little clouds rolling in Sunday night, lows around 43. Then to start our week on Monday, mostly sunny skies with a high of 67. Lows around 40. From the cool oldies 1450 AM Weather Center, I'm LaJuan Haynes.
Fox News, I'm Sue Guzman. President-elect Trump continues to flesh out his cabinet, nominating Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. He had words of praise for him at a gala last night at Mar-a-Lago.
We want you to come up with things and ideas and what you've been talking about for a long time, and I think you're going to do some unbelievable thing. Nobody's going to be able to do it like you, and boy, does he feel it in his heart.
He also announced North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum as his pick for Interior Secretary. A Houston man in FBI custody on charges of trying to support the terror group ISIS. Prosecutors say 28-year-old Anas Saeed was planning a terrorist attack on U.S. soil. And President Biden's in Peru for a 6-day South America visit, visiting with Chinese President Xi and heads of Japan, South Korea, and Brazil. America's listening to Fox News.
I perform for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the high school in your community. It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Maryland's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
All right, welcome back. The second half is just about concluded. We get to the out-of-town scoreboard here. We've got some scores coming in from all over Maryland, especially for our Frederick County cohorts. The Brunswick Railroaders leading Boonesboro Warriors at Boonesboro 13-7 a few minutes before the second half. We've got a score in from Frederick. Frederick leading Urbana 28-0.
Wow, that one's stunning.
That one's at halftime. So we'll keep you up to date on all the scores and much more from around the league. We've got Linganore hosting Westminster. That's one of the games. And then...
and you would think Linganore would possibly be the team that may play the winner of this matchup at some point down the road in these postseason. Linganore being the top-ranked team in 3A. You've got Oakdale, they're ranked third, and Sherwood, they're ranked second. Right now, though, Sherwood looks like a team that has their eyes set on a state title. They're looking for their first one since 2008, trying to get revenge after being defeated by Oakdale last season. What an impressive first half by them.
Yeah, and it's pretty much a complete reversal of roles.
Sure.
Where Oakdale was leading 21-0 at the half last year at home. Sherwood says, thank you very much. We'd like to return the favor.
A massive first half by Khalil Wilson, a receiving touchdown of 45 yards, a rushing touchdown to close out the first half, and a 14-yard rushing touchdown from the back Ryan Johnson. And it's 21-0. We're set for action here from Sherwood High School. Oakdale work to do. They do start the second half of the ball.
Linganore leading Westminster 35-7.
Wow, okay.
At halftime.
So Linganore in good shape there. We'll see if one of these teams plays Linganore at some point in this postseason. My bet would be that they do. Let's see if Oakdale can make a comeback. The up back returns into the 30. He trips to the 33. His knee touched the turf. And that is where the Bears take over. They mark him officially at the 34, and the Bears begin the second half from there, working from left to right. Alex Rodriguez, one interception. It was in the end zone in the first half. Had a couple really nice pass plays to close out the half. We'll see if Coach Klein and company decide to go with more of a passing attack than a ground one in half number 2. Every possession so valuable for the Bears. As we start the third quarter, they're down 21-0. They come out in the shotgun with the running back to the left of Rodriguez. It's Kalaskin, now McCatherine to the right. The ball goes to McCatherine. He angles up the left tackle into open space. Past the first down, all the way up to midfield. Finally tackled at the 49, make it the 48 of Sherwood. A gain of 22 for McCatherine on the half's first play.
He literally took the snap at the same time that quarterback's hands, Rodriguez and McCatherine, were on the ball at the snap. But he better put that ball away because he was carrying it like a loaf of bread.
It worked out well there. 22 yards in the pickup. Kalaskin to the right of Rodriguez. Quick pass out of the flat is caught. Then a tackle at the line of scrimmage just outside the numbers on the far side of the field. As the pass was completed to Charlie Alt, but he's brought down immediately. Great pursuit by the defensive back for Sherwood. And now a 2nd and 10 from the 49 of Sherwood, working left to right. Oakdale, their first drive of the second half. Rodriguez shotgun. To his left is Kalaskin. McCatherine off to the right. Now McCatherine goes to the right of the running back Rodriguez. He blocks for Kalaskin. Handoff to the running back Kalaskin. Off the right guard. Maybe gained 1 or 2. And a 3rd and 9 coming up from the 47.
Interesting play. McCatherine off the right wing in the double wing set, came back into the backfield in motion, and then was the lead blocker on that running play.
We'll see if Rodriguez spreads it out. 10:40 left, 21-0. Sherwood on top in the third quarter. It's Kalaskin to the right of Rodriguez. 3 receivers up top in the bunch formation. By himself down low to the right side is the other receiver. Quick pass out. It's low. It's scooped up. Down the sideline and up for a
first down. He broke the tackle. He's in the open field.
One tackle, breaks a second, and tripped up at the 30. A pickup of 18 and a first down for Oakdale.
And literally a touchdown-saving shoestring tackle by the deep safety for the Warriors.
Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Bears from the 29. They're working quickly. Now 3 receivers near side, including Charlie on the outside. 1 receiver up top. Kalaskin to the left of Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the snap rolling to his left. He's going to keep it himself outside the numbers, angling to the sideline, spun back to the playing field. At the 26, he's pulled down. Gained maybe 4 or 5.
So obviously one of the adjustments Coach Stein has made at the half is to go up tempo on this team, not to give that defense a chance to get set. They immediately come to the line of scrimmage ready to go.
They mark him at the 24. 2nd and 5 for Rodriguez in the shotgun with the receiver split. McCatherine to his right, Kalaskin to his left. The ball goes to McCatherine, running right up the middle, breaks the first tackle into the secondary, upended at the 20. Rather the 15, plenty for the first, inside the red zone of Sherwood.
They mark him at the 11.
All the way up to the 11 for Jamie McCatherine. I believe that's his biggest run today. And a good start in the second half for Oakdale. Rodriguez with Kalaskin to his left, McCatherine to his right, receiver split either side. Handoff goes to Kalaskin, breaking off the left tackle into the secondary and pulled down after a gain of 4.
Immediately Sherwood with the run blitz into the gaps again. But Oakdale running, slanting off tackle. Away.
I thought Kalaskin picked up more. Sorry there, Michael. I thought he picked up more than he did. Just a pickup of 3, a 2nd and 7 from the 8. Oakdale can get a first down, but not a touchdown. As the first down marker's at the 1. Dual running back formation on the far hash. Rodriguez in the shotgun. As McCatherine comes to the right, Rodriguez, quarterback option, keeps himself. McCatherine, the lead blocker, and Rodriguez hit at the line of scrimmage and pulled down as he tried to break it to the outside. Big tackle from Gannett Haggins, the defensive back.
It's all about speed in this game, and right now, Rodriguez didn't have the speed. He had the wide open space. He had the spread, and the opening was there, but just doesn't have the speed to get past these quick reacting defensive backs for Sherwood.
Haggins closed down quickly. Now 3rd and 7 from the 8. Bit of an awkward spot for Oakdale. Rodriguez shotgun. McCatherine to his left. Receiver down low is Charlie Alt. The fake handoff off the end around. It goes to the receiver, cutting back, and he's wrapped up after a pickup of 3, maybe 4, down to the 3-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th and short from the 3.
They can still get a first down and not score with the first down marker on the 1-yard line, so we'll call it 4th and 2.
That was the first touch of the game for the speedy Jaden Stokes off the end around. 4th and 2 from the 3. 7:30 left in the third. 21-0 Oakdale trailing but driving. Rodriguez in the shotgun. The snap, the turn, the handoff to Kalaskin. In the backfield, and he didn't get to the line of scrimmage. It's a turnover on downs for Oakdale.
3rd time in this game that Sherwood has stopped Oakdale and taken a turnover on downs, and that is something that you don't want to happen with only 2 yards to go. You've got to convert.
Michael, that's been the story of this game. Oakdale unable to convert on 4th down for the 3rd time. Then Sherwood, at least so far, has turned those into points. Once again, the defense for the Warriors comes up massive on 4th down, and they take over at their own 3. And now if you're Oakdale, you're thinking, okay, we're running out of time, down by 3 touchdowns, but we do have Sherwood pinned back near their own goal line. This might be the time to try to force a big play defensively.
Well, you want to go after the ball. You want to start doing a little ball tackling out there, see if you can't pop the ball out.
Larson, pitch out to the running back, trying to work off the left tackle, hit at the line of scrimmage, then fell forward, and now then he kept going, stayed on his feet. Johnson able to get all the way up to about the 15-yard line and move the chains. I thought he was going to go down after being hit, stayed on his feet out to the 15.
Well, the cornerback, number 4,
Chris
Ramey, had him in the backfield. He played it perfectly. He turned it back inside. The backside pursuit was there, but this is just a shifty back. He is hard to bring down.
Ryan Johnson, one of the better backs in the area, 48-yard touchdown run last week. He's had a handful of positive plays today. 1st and 10 from the 15. As Sherwood gets out from the shadow of their own goalpost. The turn, the handoff, or the fake handoff, lobbing down the middle of the field, and it is dropped incomplete. The receiver was open. The fake faked everybody on the defense, including myself, but an incomplete pass.
Yeah, he play action pass, faked them all, froze the linebackers, froze the deep safety, and he just underthrew it a little bit. Receiver couldn't make the adjustment.
Higher was the target. He's been looked at least 6 or 7 times today by Larson. He probably leads the team in targets this evening. Okay, 2nd and 10, 6:40 and left in the third, and a 21-point lead for Sherwood. This time it's Larson under center. Johnson behind him, receiver in a motion from right to left to turn the handoff to Johnson, out to the outside the numbers, cuts back towards the middle, tackled hip high, maybe picked up 8 on the play out to the 24.
3rd and short again. That Sherwood running attack is just really hard to stop.
A 3rd and 2, the clock continues to run at 6:20 left in the third. Big play here for the Bears, trying to make a stop on defense and force a punt. Haven't been able to do that on 3rd down yet today. This would be a good time to do it on the near hash mark. Larson under center. Johnson behind him. Receiver in motion from right to left to turn the handoff to Johnson. Johnson presses forward. He has the first down by a couple yards, and the play is blown dead after he picked up 3. Game tackle Oakdale on the near side, but not in time.
I just don't understand why Oakdale stays in the 5-2 in those situations. You know they're going to run ISO. They come right at you. They dare you to stop them.
Usually it's when the receiver's in motion, he'll stop at the exact point where the handoff is going to be. And it's just tough when you have the fullback, the receiver blocking, the lineman as well. That has been the go-to play for Sherwood today. Under center, Larson, I formation, Johnson at the top, handoff to Johnson off the left side, off the left tackle, barrels into the defender, knocking down DeWall, but DeWall is able to tackle him at the 35, maybe gaining 4 for Johnson.
And see, that's the key right there, at gaining 4. Everything is positive yardage. They move the line of scrimmage 4 to 5 yards on every play.
Johnson comes out, Hagen subs in. Officially a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 from the 35. They have to reach the 39 with 5 minutes left in the third. Already a long drive for Sherwood, and they've not even reached the 40 yet. They've been able to work this clock, leading 21-0. I formation again with Haggins at the top. Fullback in front of him, receiver up top. 5 down linemen for Oakdale on the near hash. Johnson under center. Turns, hands off Hagen, straight up the middle. Good hole, pass the first down. Tackle hip high in the defensive backfield by Alt, but not before a gain of 10 and a move of the chains.
I don't think anybody in the stadium didn't know that was ISO left.
It's probably, the 10th time they've run it today? It's effective. With the fullback out in front of the running back, and you gain all the way up to the 46. And now Sherwood approaching midfield, leading by 3 touchdowns. Under center is Larson, a receiver up top, empty down low, 5 down linemen for Oakdale. I formation, Johnson back in up top, ball goes to Johnson, off the left guard.
He's gone.
The running back Haggins in the open field, down the near sideline, avoids going out of bounds, stays in play. Alt has
touchdown.
to twirl him, and he's into the end zone. Past the pylon for a touchdown. Haggins from midfield runs it in. The biggest run play of the day, and that breaks it open. Sherwood leading 27-0. Gant Haggins down the sideline, looked like he was going to go out of bounds at the 10, stayed in bounds, was thrown in the end zone by Charlie Alt just inside the pylon. And Sherwood starting to coast, leading by 4 scores. Maybe a back-breaking touchdown for the defending 3A champions. As Brody Pingon getting set for the extra point, and it is through. Oakdale in trouble. They won the 3A title last year. They had to defeat Sherwood to get there. Sherwood trying to return the favor, and they are leading 28-0 with 4:04 left to go in the third quarter on Cool Oldies 1450.
Everyone Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
.404 left to go in the third. 28-0. Sherwood on top. Oakdale takes the return at the 30, and the tackle is made there. Sherwood, the number 2 ranked team in 3A, leading the number 3 ranked team in 3A, 28-0 after a run from midfield from Gannett Haggins. And now Oakdale just trying to get on the board. This is a rarity. Oakdale averaging 35 points a game. High-powered offense, but right now no answer for Sherwood, who is leading 28-0.
Update in the 1A North Regional at Boonesboro. Boonesboro has taken the lead 14-13 with a minute 23 left in the half.
So Oakdale comes out. Rodriguez, junior quarterback, what an impressive year. 2,000+ yards on the ground and through the air. The snap, rolling left, has some time, looking down the field, lobs to the sideline, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just have a time, he had a calendar out there.
A good 5 seconds. Could have put down a date, made some plans, but the defensive backfield for Sherwood just too tough. No receiver could get open. Now Rodriguez in the shotgun, 3 receivers near side, including Charlie Alt, as he's out on the far side of that bunch formation. Rodriguez rolling right, looking for all passes in the flat. It is caught by McCarthy, and he's up past the first down marker and out of bounds. Jamie McCatherine picks up the first down, 15-yard reception to move the chains. So back up to the 45 goes Oakdale. They've been able to get into Sherwood territory 3 times today, but 3 turnover on downs and 1 interception thrown. And it's led to 4 touchdowns for Sherwood. Rodriguez shotgun, 3 receivers up top, Alt by himself down at the bottom. Rodriguez looking left, passes out to the flat. It's caught again by McCatherine in the flat, but he's tackled. Will lose a couple yards on the play as he tried to make a move. Great pursuit from the Warriors. A couple defensive backs. Higher makes the tackle, a loss of 2, and a 2nd and 12 from the 43. What do you think, Michael? You almost have to go to the air at this point if you are Oakdale.
Oh, absolutely. With 3rd and 12, you got to go to the air, but it's been tough.
Rodriguez, this time does stay on the ground as he goes to the back. Kalaskin, able to maybe keep his feet going, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, a little bit farther than that, up to the 41. So it brings up a 3rd and 9 from the 41. The first down marker is at the 45 of Sherwood, and now a player is down for Oakdale. Try to get a number on that. The second player to go down today, the first was for Sherwood.
So just 6 miles up the road, up Route 97, George Avenue from here, Walkersville is playing Glen Elg, and they're leading 18-15, and that's in the 2A West Regional.
So Walkersville, after an up-and-down season, trying to pick up a big win. That'd be fun to see them go deep in the postseason. A great group of players, a lot of talent on that roster.
Middletown leading Francis Scott Key 28-20. That game in half, at halftime.
Couple of close games, couple of high-scoring games. 28-20 at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
As a player down for Oakdale at about the 43, getting looked at by the training staff. He tried to get up, and then the staff came out and made sure he stayed down. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
Sherwood leading 28-0 on Cool Oldies 1450.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Ha! Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
Foley's 1450. Good news. The player who was down for Oakdale is up. It looks like it is a lineman as he is walking off under his own power. Coaches helped him get up as he goes to the sideline. So good news there. Positive to see him make his way back to his teammates. And now Oakdale comes out looking for a first down. It is 3rd and 9 from the 45. They're trailing 28-20 against Sherwood in the Class 3A second round playoffs. Rodriguez shotgun. He's got McCatherine to his right, Kalaskin to his left, 2 receivers down low, Alt by himself up top. It's a fake handoff, pass to Alt, going across the middle on the slant pattern, and it's caught by Alt as he pulled it in and picked up 17. Plenty for the first down.
I've been calling for that all evening, and they finally ran it. That 10-yard slant for 15 yards completion. That's where you got to go. It's open all day. This is a really good play for this defense.
We'll see if Alt gets another look. He's by himself, and I think maybe DeWall went early.
Yep, he did.
Yep, that's the call on the near side. He left his spot too quickly, the receiver did, and the ball is marked back 5 yards. It'll go back to the 45. First down markers at the 30.
Side judge standing right there. Had that hanky out of his pocket fast.
He was watching DeWall the whole way. Caught him taking a few steps too quickly. 2:10 left, 28-0. Sherwood leading. Oakdale driving for the 4th time today in Sherwood territory. Did a good job putting pressure on the Warriors. Just finishing drives has been the issue. Rodriguez in the pocket. Time throws up the middle. A little bit high over the fingertips of the target. I think he was looking for Cam Blackner maybe.
So a seesaw battle down at Boonesboro. Brunswick has now retaken the lead on a field goal, 16-14.
Couple close games to keep an eye on. Now 2nd and very long, 2nd and 15 from the 45. It's on the far hash. Rodriguez shotgun, Alt by himself up top. We'll see if he goes that slant pattern again. 3 receivers, including DeWall, down by himself on the bottom. And defensive line jumped early that time. That's going to be an encroachment call, so Oakdale will get those 5 yards back.
So the hard count worked for Rodriguez that time because no one flinched, and they were doing that one on purpose.
So now Rodriguez, clock ticking, 1:55 left. Gets it back to a 2nd and 10 from the 40. Has to reach the 30 of Sherwood on the far hash mark. In the white uniforms, Rodriguez rolling left, throws towards the middle. Coming down to make the catch and pull it in for a 15-yard pickup is Alt. His 2nd catch on the drive. Nice play by their star receiver.
Alt with a quick little turn in into the soft zone. They move the chains.
That play has worked out twice there, Michael. You've been calling for it. Back-to-back times it plays out well. See if they go to the well for a 3rd time. Alt is still by himself on the far side. 3 receivers, including DeWall, on the right side. Back to the left is Kalaskin for Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a snap, rolling right, passing.
Got a man wide open.
On the comeback route, it's caught at the 15, and the receiver pushed out of bounds. Cam Blackner with the catch.
Again, another quick little turn in.
Blackner's been a target for a couple plays on this drive. He moves the chains, and it brings up a 1st and 10 from the 14. Once again, the 2nd time in this quarter, Oakdale is in the red zone of Sherwood.
Look for Oakdale to run right here.
And some confusion as everybody jumped early.
Everybody. left, but the ball was never snapped.
And it's going to be
motion. So somebody got the snap count wrong. At least the center didn't know what it was.
I think it might be the center on that play. Usually when everybody else is moving, either that or about 5 or 6 players were off. It is a 5-yard penalty, and it brings up a first and 15 from the 18-yard line. Rodriguez 2 backs, McCaffrey to his right, Kalaskin to his left, Alt and another receiver up top, and another.
Yeah, he left early. McCaffrey took off way before the snap.
Illegal motion, illegal procedure on Oakdale. That's a third 5-yard penalty on this drive. And now they're marching back outside of the red zone. A long first and 20 from the 23. 1:10 left in the third.
Might be a good time for a Coach Stein timeout here because I don't think they have this play down.
This time it does work. Rodriguez running to his left off the snap, has some time, whips to the sideline on the comeback route. The pass is caught, receiver out of bounds, pickup of 12, all the way down to about the 10-yard line. It's Charlie Alt for the third time on this drive. He makes it to the 11.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 8. And they go quick tempo.
With 1 minute left in the third quarter, Rodriguez again in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his right, Kalaskin to his left. Alt in the slot this time on the right side. 4, now 5 rush. Under pressure, Rodriguez lobs to the end zone, incomplete. He was pressured on the blitz. 5 came in for Sherwood.
They showed blitz early as that middle linebacker came right up the A-gap and into Rodriguez's face. You just had to pull the trigger a second or two before the receiver got to the ball.
3rd and 8 with 58 seconds left from the 11. As Rodriguez can take his time with the clock stopped. Doesn't need a touchdown for a first down, but he's got to be close. McCaffrey on the right of Rodriguez. Kalaskin on his left hip pocket. Alt by himself up top. DeWall down by himself on the bottom. A couple tight ends in as well. It's a fake handoff pass to the left. Incomplete. Threw it a little bit too quickly. Alt didn't have a chance to cut across the middle. And now a 4th and 8 from the 11.
That was a miscommunication between the receiver and the quarterback. The receiver was supposed to turn in, and he turned out.
Rodriguez showing off his whip-like arm. It's a little bit too quick on that throw.
Well, he was throwing to a place.
I see. Okay.
And the receiver turned out. The receiver was supposed to turn in. He let the ball go before the cut.
We'll see if the play call again is to Alt, who has a couple catches on this drive. 5 rush for the defense, rolling out to the right side. Rodriguez passes sideline. It is caught, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. A pickup of 2 or 3, and now they're going to say it's incomplete.
Yeah, he dropped it.
Would not have made a difference as he was looking for McCaffrey. And once again, it is a turnover on downs.
4th one of the game.
Oakdale doing a great job moving the ball up the field, but in the red zone, Sherwood has been fantastic defensively.
Yeah, the bend don't break defense.
That's been the storyline tonight. And it's worked out well for Sherwood. And now they're leading 28-0 with 49 seconds left. And they have the ball working from right to left. And you can, on the side of Oakdale, you can feel how ominous it is after an incredible run last year, winning the 3A state championship. What an unbelievable season. Great year this year, but they're in a big-time hole right now, down 28-0 with 49 seconds left. And Sherwood with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 11. The turn, the handoff to Johnson, met at the line, keeps on pushing all the way up to about the 22. He's close to a first down. I think maybe the 20 for the 19 is where they spot him, so he'll be 2 yards short.
ISO right for 9 yards. Looks like Linganore is going to have to take over the mantle of leadership in the 3A for Maryland State, representing Frederick County.
So Sherwood, battle of Montgomery County versus Frederick County, and right now it is the former leading 28-0, 10 seconds left, and they will run out the clock here in the third quarter. Another touchdown, another 7 points in the quarter for Sherwood. They lead by 4 scores, and their defense has been stingy, letting Oakdale get in the red zone, but not breaking. We have played 3 quarters. It is Sherwood 28, Oakdale yet to score on Cool Oldies 1450.
At Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
Start the fourth quarter, 28-0. Sherwood leading Oakdale by 2 touchdowns by receiver Khalil Wilson and a couple rushing touchdowns from Ryan Johnson, their running back. And they're up 28-0. They have the ball 3rd and 1 at the 20, their own 20, and the play is blown dead. Looks like this will be an illegal motion this time on Sherwood, as they had a couple receivers in motion. Yep, that is the call, so it brings up a 3rd and 6. Oakdale trying to get the stop. Let me see if they can get a quick score on the other end and get something positive going. As Larson runs back into the huddle, what an impressive young player he is, just a sophomore. Multiple touchdown passes last week. He's had a couple big-time plays this week. The second half, he's leaned on Ryan Johnson, the running back, to eat up the clock, but he is a special player. Both of these quarterbacks going to be back next season. That will be fun to see both of them and how well they perform next year. Big hit past the line of scrimmage. Johnson upended, gained 3 or 4. He needed 7. And I would think Sherwood, actually now it's 3rd down. I was thinking it was 3rd there. Now they bring up a 3rd and short from the 20. Gannett was in. He runs to the sideline. 3rd and short from the 20 as Johnson comes back out. 2 touchdowns in the second quarter for Sherwood broke it open. They led 21-0 at the half, scored once again in the third to lead 28-0. And now as we start the fourth, they're up by 4 scores, 3rd and short from their own 20. Johnson, or rather Larson under center, turns and hands off to Johnson. He's got the first, into the secondary, breaks 2 tackles, off the races. DeWall spins and twirls him to the turf, and now a flag comes out. It looks like it's going to be on the tackle.
Horse collar.
Yeah. As DeWall from a strong safety spot, he's been busy today. Did everything he could just to pull Johnson down. He's fine, he popped back up, but you can add another 15 yards likely at the end of the run. The officials are talking it out on the far side of the field, and we'll see what they decide, but it looked like it was going to be...
Waving it off.
No, they're waving it. Okay, they will wave it. So it still results in a first down, though, as Johnson able to get it to the outside, and Sherwood continues their drive at their own 42. Underneath the lights at Sherwood High School, they were defeated by Oakdale last year in the postseason, trying to return the favor this year. The Bears are the defending 3A champions. Quick pass out to the flat. Oakdale reads it perfectly.
Nice
tackle
play.
in space. That time, DeWall timed it perfectly as he pulled down the receiver, Brendan Heyer.
Second earlier, and it's a pick 6.
Yeah. Came out of his safety spot to make the tackle. Very impressive from DeWall. And now a long 2nd and 11, a loss of 1 at the 41. Ball in the near hash mark at the 41. Larson under center this time. I believe it's Haggins at the top of the I formation. 2 receivers to the far side. The turn, the handoff. Haggins thinks like he's going to right, goes back left, and into the open field. He's off and running. Pulled down at the 30 of Oakdale, broke a couple tackles. Haggins, a big play back at a 45-yard touchdown run earlier. Picked up about 40 on that carry.
Yeah, he came up limping a little bit on that one. He's going to take himself out.
Johnson gets more touches, but Haggins has more yards per carry. And it's his second big run of the game. Thought he was going to break it off for another touchdown. He had that huge run in the third quarter to make it 28-0. 9:40 left. Johnson a touchdown. Haggins a touchdown. Wilson a pair of touchdowns.
Pistol formation. Wow.
First time I think we've seen that so far. The fake handoff pass out of the backfield to the receiver. Wilson tries to work his way down the sideline and angle back to the middle, but he's tackled at the 30, maybe gained one. Nice pursuit once again. Braden DeWall having a great evening. Another tackle for him.
You know, I said coming into this wasn't a very imaginative offense, just a ground and pound, but I'm seeing some pretty cool stuff out there.
Yeah, no, they, I would say, 75% of the time they work out of the eye. They run it to either of their star running backs, but that 25%, it's a lot of short passes, a lot of motion, some quick action. Again, the pistol formation for Larson. He fakes the snap, throws it down the right side, looking for his receiver, incomplete. That's a rare drop by Jaden Nix in the end zone. Hit him in the hands, and Nix knows it. Had an interception earlier and a couple big catches in the first half. Couldn't pull that one in.
Interesting call right there. They faked the exact same play. He pumped it on the wheel pattern and then pulled it back in and let it go deep. So they were trying to fool that corner. Number 13 wasn't fooled, stayed with his man, and knocked it down.
Brings up a 3rd and 10 from the 30. 8:46 left in the fourth. Sherwood in Oakdale territory at the 30-yard line. And under center once again is Larson. I formation, Johnson the backfield. It's a counter play to the left, and Oakdale ran it perfectly. A tackle after maybe a gain of 2 or 3. As Johnson had nowhere to go, Tyler Tahan and Hernandez were in on the tackle.
Looks like the punting unit's coming in.
So something we weren't sure we were going to see today. The special teams punting unit comes out for Sherwood. At least we think.
Maybe.
And now it's not. It looks like
no, they're in the Wildcat.
Yeah, Larson in the shotgun this time. 2 receivers up top, 1 down low. Larson the snap rolling to his right, looking, passing to the sideline.
Got a man.
And it is caught close to a first down. Let's see where the marker is. And it is going to be enough for a first down. Jaden Nix's 3rd catch today, moves the chains. He dropped the ball in the end zone, did not drop that pass. As he caught it, was pushed out of bounds.
You know, a lot of people realized that when Pat Salento came over here from Bullis Prep, that this was going to improve this offense, but I am so impressed. Pat Salento did a lot of good stuff down at Bullis. A former Sherwood grad, he's come over and he has really changed this team.
It's a 28-0 lead for Sherwood. What an incredible year. 4 straight games they scored between 47 and 49 points. It's an offense that we thought the start of the year be a lot of ground and pound, as Larson throws this time in the flat, is caught by Wilson, trying to cut back up the seams, and he's pulled down after a gain of 8, tackled at the 10. First down markers at the 9, and we're under 8 minutes left to go.
Looks like they're going to threaten to make this a running clock game.
No, you're right. I think a lot of people thought before the year start, you got a sophomore quarterback, you got 2 really good running backs.
Yeah.
Going to be a lot of running. And it's a very balanced offense. Look, Sherwood hasn't won a state title since 2008. This feels like a team that is going to threaten for that very thing this year.
Timeout, Oakdale. We'll step aside for a break. Be right back after this.
E-bikes are the latest trend in urban and suburban transportation. Pedal or throttle, exercise or relax. E-bikes are everywhere now in our area. Fredericktown Yamaha Cycle Company is Frederick County's largest supplier of pedal-assisted e-bikes. Fredericktown Yamaha is a supplier of Yamaha, Giant, and Intense electric bikes. From open road to crosstown commutes, mountain bikes, and more. Fredericktown Yamaha specializes in 2 wheels and a motor. Since 1975, located just off Urbana Pike in Frederick. Check out our website at fredericktown.yamaha.com. Fredericktown Yamaha, where the fun begins.
Temperature cool. Sherwood is knocking on the door. They have a 2nd and 2 from the 11. They're up 28-0 against Oakdale in this second round of the 3A state playoffs. An impressive night, all-around night for this offense. Larson, a touchdown pass to start, couple rushing touchdowns for Johnson and one for Gant Haggins.
So, excuse me, I've got a final here for you. Walkersville has defeated Glenelg 26-15. Walkersville moves on to the next round and keeps their hopes alive in the 2A regionals.
Congrats to Walkersville. Very exciting for them as the handoff went to Preston Hamrick. He gained 4. A flag came out around the line of scrimmage. We'll see what the call is. Still waiting for the officials as they're discussing on the far side.
So Frederick down 28-7 against Urbana. Urbana with a 28-7 lead
that's
against Frederick.
So Urbana looks like they're in good shape. It's an illegal substitution against Oakdale. Don't normally see that for a defensive team or team on defense.
Still 16-14 Brunswick.
And a handful of substitutions coming in for both teams now.
Yeah, we're getting our seniors in, the ones that haven't gotten a chance, the second string players will get an opportunity to play in a playoff game.
With 7:28 left to go, 28-0 Sherwood at the 3-yard line. I think it's at the 3. That's what the officials are in the area of, in the zip code of. They haven't put it down yet, though. As we're waiting to see.
Well, the ball on the far hash mark is at the 3. Okay. You're right about that. They're huddled up at the 4, right at midfield, and now they break the huddle. The officials break the huddle, not the players.
Still waiting for Sherwood to break their huddle. It would take a little bit more time.
No play clock on this field or on the board. We're watching that back judge under the goal.
So first and goal, Larson is still out there, the quarterback for Sherwood.
Watch that back judge.
Can't tell if the officials are telling the clock to keep moving or...
They're trying to wind the clock. They're all winding their arm. There it goes. The clock did not wind, and now it goes.
They're simultaneously stretching to throw a pitch in baseball or something.
Yeah, everybody was rolling that arm around.
So it is a first and goal from the 2. Clock is ticking at 7:20. Larson comes out under center. Johnson back in at the top of the I formation as the turn, the handoff to Johnson, cuts back, hit at the line. Nice defensive stand there. It was Hernandez in the backfield to pull him down. Good pursuit by Hernandez.
And that play was disrupted by the corner coming in. He smelled that one all the way, and he came in and got in the middle of the blockers and disrupted the play, allowing the backside pursuit to catch up and close it down right at the line of scrimmage.
So second and goal from the 3. Another chance for Sherwood. A touchdown and an extra point would turn it into a running clock. They have it on the near hash mark. Larson under center. Johnson at the top of the I formation. Big package, all tight ends in. Johnson goes to the right side.
He's in.
One tackle, he's pushed in, and he's there for a touchdown. The second touchdown for Ryan Johnson today, just off the right tackle, and it makes it 34-0 Sherwood on top. You might see some of the crowd start to file up as Sherwood an extra point away from leading to a running clock. Ryan Johnson, when he gets behind those blockers, almost impossible to pull down. As Brody Plygon getting set for the extra point. It's a cool night.
Certainly is.
Temperature starting to drop, but it's what you expect for November.
I'm not used to it. Well, we've been spoiled.
Kick is through. It's 35-0. Clock will run. Sherwood leading against Oakdale on Cool Oldies 1450.
Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center passionately believes that what they do enriches people's lives emotionally and physically. Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center is not just a therapeutic massage center, but it is a collaboration of the healing arts using Reiki, sound, movement, art, and more. Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center are people who care. Nerve or orthopedic issues? Back and neck pain? Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center can help you. Enjoy luxurious treatment with amazing results at Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center. And by the way, they are looking for experienced therapists who are skilled in the healing arts to join their team today. Just check out their website, catoctinmountainmassage.com. That's Catoctin, MTN, massage.com to connect with them today.
Back on Cool Oldies, 1450, 35-0 Sherwood, showing why they are a force to be reckoned with. Second-ranked team in 3A in Maryland. And the story has been, as the kick is returned by the up back of the 25, he angles from left to right, up the middle, down the far hash mark, breaks one tackle into the open field. He's off and running to the 40, 35, pushed out of the 32. An exciting play there for Oakdale.
Yeah.
As they're now at the 32 of Sherwood.
But you see the speed issue once again. He had the green in front of him. He was not able to outrun the coverage. As Sherwood showing great overall team speed here tonight.
Well, as I was about to say it, Michael, Oakdale has been in the red zone 3 times today. They're knocking on the door for a 4th time. That's not been the issue. Sherwood has just been so stingy, forcing 3 turnover on downs. And
got a player down.
Yeah, a player down for Sherwood on special teams. And we'll take a break. We'll come back, and hopefully he's okay here on Cool Oldies 1450.
I perform for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
We hope you're enjoying the game. Let's hear a special message from another one of our fantastic sponsors. Our local American Legion Post 116 is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post.
Khalil Wilson helped off the field. He looks like he's okay, being treated by the training staff. 2 touchdowns for him in the first half. Obviously a huge player for Sherwood. As Oakdale almost in the red zone. Pass from Rodriguez up the middle, leaping up and pulling it in is DeWall at the 12. And he's tackled there. A first down from Rodriguez to DeWall. The clock moving at 4:20. 2 touchdowns for Wilson, 2 touchdowns for Johnson, and 1 for Haggins.
And I'd like to see Oakdale put it in the end zone just to get rid of that goose egg on the board for a little respectability here.
Rodriguez rolling to his left, going to keep it himself off the left tackle at the 10, to the sideline 5, twirls out of bounds to the 4. Nice run by Rodriguez underneath the 5. As Oakdale knocking on the door, I believe it is the 2nd or 3rd time they have been inside the 5-yard line. They have been there tonight.
You had to say that, didn't you?
They've been there tonight.
I know, they've been there all night.
It's just been finishing the drive. It's been the one challenge. That's why when you look at the scoreboard, it has not been, it's been closer than the score indicates. Rodriguez high snap, turns, hands off to
that's not
Catherine,
going anywhere.
He is met in the backfield, going to lose.
He lost 2.
Yeah, 2 yards back to the, looks like 6 or 7.
They have run that play 4 times tonight, and every time Sherwood has seen it, recognized it, and stopped it for a loss.
Just been a tough one. McCatherine nowhere to go in the backfield after having a massive game last week. And big props to Jamie McCatherine having had an incredible season. 8 carries, 66 yards, 2 touchdowns. Got Oakdale here. Hasn't had a lot of room to work with coming out of the backfield. As Kalaskin takes the handoff. It's actually the receiver coming off the inside. Jaden Stokes off the right tackle, tackled behind the line of scrimmage on the end around.
So they get down to the 5-yard line, as you mentioned. They've been there before. 2 plays, they lose 5 yards. It's now 4th and 10.
And a 4th and goal from the 10 for Oakdale, trying to punch one in. Clock moving at 2:30.
Actually, that ball looks like it's on the 12.
Yeah.
They could still get a first down and not score. The first down marker at probably the 1-yard line.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Michael. As it is on the 1, so 4th and 10 from the 11. Rodriguez rolling left pass in the flat. It is caught.
Oh, the hook and ladder, and they didn't buy it. Sherwood said, no, sirree, Bob, not on mark. Watch.
The hook and ladder out to Kolaskin, and he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and that could very well be the final offensive play of the year for Oakdale.
5th turnover of downs in this game. Story of the game.
They were there the entire night. Oakdale putting pressure on the Warriors. They just could not put it in. And now Sherwood takes over with 140, and I believe all they have to do is kneel down a couple of times. And that will wrap this one up. So Sherwood, as they start to celebrate on the sideline, getting some revenge against Oakdale. It was Oakdale who knocked out Sherwood in the postseason last year. This time the Warriors come back, and they're going to pull this one off. Clock ticking at 1:15. It is a running clock. What a night for the running back Ryan Johnson. 2 rushing touchdowns, a 45-yard rushing touchdown from Gant Haggins.
And victory formation as Larson goes knee down.
Larson a passing touchdown to open the game to Khalil Wilson. Most of that was on the ground, and then Wilson off a end around towards the end of the first half scored his 2nd touchdown. 5 scores for Sherwood tonight. This is an impressive, all-around talented team. This feels like they could have a date with Linganore at some point in the next couple of weeks.
That would be a game to see.
One more play coming up for Sherwood. It's going to be Larson to Meal, and that will do it.
That's it.
Sherwood is going to advance to the 3rd round of the 3A state playoffs in Maryland. And Oakdale, the defending champions, and a great year for them. They have a new quarterback, a lot of new players. They have a wonderful run, but they fall short to Sherwood, 35-0. 4 turnover on downs for Oakdale. Sherwood fantastic defensively when Oakdale got close to the end zone, and then offensively just showing off their capability as a versatile group. Really impressive team victory for Sherwood tonight.
Yeah, and you can see from the very start, from the very first start of this game, Sherwood owned the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Just a stronger, bigger, faster team. And, you know, Oakdale hold their heads up high.
Yeah.
A great season. They had some fantastic, and Oakdale had a lot of trouble early on in the season. They had a couple of losses. It took them a while to regroup and get the cylinders all running. But they had the momentum coming in here on the road here at Sherwood this year. You know, they come up against a better team. That's all there is.
Oakdale, like you said, Michael, 6-game winning streak coming into this game, but they are eliminated by Sherwood after a phenomenal end to their season. For Sherwood, a passing touchdown for Larson, a receiving and rushing touchdown for Khalil Wilson. Jaden Nix had an interception. Ryan Johnson, 2 rushing touchdowns, and Gant Haggins, really the backbreaker, a 45-yard rushing touchdown. And in the end, Sherwood takes it 35-0. Well, we appreciate you tuning in tonight on Cool Oldies 1450. Michael, final thoughts as we close out.
I want to thank Coach Woodward, the athletic director here at Sherwood, for giving us the opportunity to broadcast this game. We surely appreciate it. Congratulations, a great season for Sherwood. They move forward. A wonderful season for Oakdale. Heads high. They're going to sit down. Coach Stein has all his coaches assembled right on the 20-yard line on the field for the final coach talk of the season, where they'll go back and turn that awful part where you have to turn your gear in, and we'll start thinking about basketball in the Oakdale gym soon. So thank you so much for tuning in. We were going to move forward. I want you to be sure and check WTHUradio.com. Look at our sports broadcast schedule. We'll take a look at all the standings and much more and figure out where we're headed next week as we get closer and closer to the Naval Academy.
So for Michael Betteridge, I'm Ryan Pierce. We appreciate you tuning in tonight on Cool Oldies 1450. The final, Sherwood 35, Oakdale 0. Sherwood moves on to the 3rd round. We'll talk to you next time on Cool Oldies 1450.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.